Hey everybody, Mac Lane here again. We haven't done one of these in about a month or two, and I thought we'd do one from my new book, Loving Life. I'll put a little thing underneath about where you can buy the book if you haven't already. They're selling very, very well, I must say. The one we're going to read today is called Swim Meets, and it's one of my favorites, and I hope you like it. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm a bit of a softie. I get sentimental, particularly when it involves memories of my kids and things they did when they were little. And so it was the other night when I was jogging past our neighborhood swimming pool. Judging from all the cars, this was a pretty big swim meet. As I got closer, I heard the mechanical sound of a voice being projected through a bullhorn, followed by that electric honk sound that broadcasts the beginning of each race. Coaches shouted, parents yelled. I stopped my jog just to sort of take in the whole scene. You see, I have three daughters who are 25, 22, and 17, and who have long outgrown summer swim meets. My wife, Michelle, and I attended many, many meets over the years, exactly like this one. And as I stood there, I tried to think of one pleasant memory. I racked my brain for anything I enjoyed about swim meets and came up empty. In short, I realized that hate isn't a strong enough word. I realized that I absolutely loathe summer swim meets. And there are few places more miserable to be on a Tuesday night in late June or early July. I remembered one meet in particular in which our youngest daughter, Anna, was competing. The temperature was a steady 98 without even the faintest puff of breeze. And if I recall correctly, the heat index was 174. Lugging chairs, towels, bags, drinks, snacks, my shirt was thoroughly soaked through even before we got situated. We sat and we baked. We baked while the kids were warming up. We baked during the 6 and under kiddie swims. We baked through the breaststroke. We baked through the butterfly. We baked through hours and hours of watching other people's kids swim lap after lap, punctuated by only the briefest moment of our own child. Or was that our child? With each girl on our team wearing nearly identical goggles, swim caps, and matching bathing suits, it's virtually impossible to tell which kid is which on the starting block, and completely hopeless once they get in the water. I asked Michelle, is that her in lane 3? No. How can you tell? Those aren't her knees. I said. So I took to rooting for the swimmer who I thought might be the underdog. And when I say rooting, I mean that I sat politely in my chair and clapped appreciatively. I did not stand on the diving board and wave a towel about furiously. I did not yell, "Go, Sarah, go, Sarah, go," in a series of high-pitched, ear-splitting shrieks like the woman who sat next to us, and whose strategy, it seemed, was to scream so loudly that her daughter, Sarah, could hear her even while submerged underwater. Nor did I bring one of those air horns that are so startling and loud that grown men have been known to wet themselves. Sorry. Sorry. By 9 o'clock, thankfully, the sun had gone down and the temperature had dropped by half a degree, and by 10:30 we were finishing up the freestyle. So that's it, I said, folding up my chair on this interminably long event. No, Michelle said, we've still got the relays. Is Anna in the relays? Unfortunately, she said. And so it went on and on and on. On with the screaming, on with the obnoxious air horn, on with the heat. As I stood there on that summer night, I started to resume my jog when I heard someone let loose with one of those air horns. I can't get sentimental about swim meets. I'm sorry, but I just can't. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Loving Life is for sale at all kinds of places. It's at locally It's at Sunrise Books and Scuppernong's Books in Greensboro. I'll put a little thing underneath. It's also barnesandnoble.com, walmart.com, and target.com. And I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, amazon.com. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and be well and stay safe. Take care. Thanks.